Now, the USA, key partner, key ally, central, the most important ally of the United Kingdom on the world stage. What are my two adjectives for them? I've lived in America, and they have a particular terminology there. They say they're pissed when they're angry. We say pissed off, because pissed means something different. But in any case, take your pick. They're either pissed in American terms or pissed off in British terms. And that's probably a soft adjective to use, because they cannot believe that the British government is holding a referendum on Britain's continued membership of the EU at a time when the world is in such turmoil, and where for America, a strong Europe is pretty much its key partner, if not its only partner on the world stage that they really trust. Yes, Japan is an important ally to the United States. Yes, Australia is an important ally to the United States. Yes, Israel is an important ally to the United States. But Europe, and Europe being strong and together, is a strategic ally to the United States on just about anything it wants to do, whether it be managing geopolitical issues such as a revanchist Russia, whether it's dealing on climate change questions, whether it's counterterrorism, take your pick. The global economy. They're looking for Europe to be a cohesive whole. And as Condoleezza Rice, the former Secretary of State, Republican, said at a speech at Chatham House last year, a Europe without Britain would be a different kind of Europe. A German Europe or a French, or she called it a continental Europe. A continental Europe would be a Europe, yes, America could deal with, but would not necessarily have the same outlooks on issues of international trade and security as one that has Britain in it. And their fear is right now the world is at one of its most unstable periods in the post-Cold War era. And therefore, I heard another US official under the Chatham House rules, so I can quote them but not say who said it, they said they felt it was self-indulgent. And I thought that was a polite way of putting it. She was trying to be polite when she said it. Self-indulgent. Why are you, in a way, you're indulging in a British debate that they just don't fully understand the nature of it. Now, I can explain, and I'm sure you can explain very well to an American audience or to a German or French audience why Britain is undertaking this debate. And I must say, I share some of the reasons for us undertaking this debate. And I believe, especially to do with the Eurozone, that Britain needs to negotiate a clear position for non-Eurozone countries in an EU that's going to be dominated by the Eurozone in the future. I'm also somebody who believes that you should have stronger national parliamentary voices than exists currently in the EU. So I can see some reasons why these topics really need resolving. But the American view and the view of EU partners is why are you holding a referendum on this, as opposed to negotiating this hardball the way Maggie Thatcher used to negotiate things hardball without calling a referendum. Now, they're pissed, they're also hedging. So the Americans have been hedging now for a while. They're hedging, by hedging, they're getting closer to Germany on economic issues. They are cozying up much more closely to France on international security. Also with Poland on Central European security. They're trying to say, well, we may end up having to have different European partners for different issues. And they know that Britain will be a close ally to America, even if Britain is outside the EU. A, because we share common interests in particular parts of the world, Pakistan, Afghanistan, the Middle East. We have a strong counterterrorism agenda. We have very strong intelligence cooperation. But in the end, my view, if Britain is outside the EU, we will truly become a junior partner to the United States, because we'll need the US more than the US needs us. And there will be no balancing factor of the UK being part of a much bigger whole, where the UK's role is important to the US as a balancer within Europe. So they can afford to hedge and wait and see how this plays out.